We're back. Hey, I'm going to need your love and understanding tonight. It's my first Hall of Fame. And I already messed up, so I got to fix it right now. I forgot the instructions. Oh, it's a minor detail. We are going to have presenters for each inductee. This presentation is going to take place right here on the gym floor, in front of the podium, not up on the stage. Presenter, I will hand you this item right here, and it's really heavy. Don't drop it. But I will hand you this over here in this area, and then you'll hand it to the inductee. And then when the inductee wants to make a few comments, the only stairs we have are right here. We don't want anybody jumping off the stage, so just walk over here, come up. This mic right here will be live. Kurt's back there, he's doing a great job. He'll make sure your mic's live, you can make your comments right there, then you'll exit stage right, and we're off and running. Every presentation is going to be similar. It will all start with videos. Every board will show the same video, so just pick your favorite video board. And we'll all start with videos. It will then come back up here to me. I'll have a few comments to make, and then we'll have a voiceover for the recognition of the presenter and the inductee. And if it all goes well, we'll get 6 people put in there. Without further ado, please direct your attention to any video board you see in this room. We're underway.
Aubrey McClendon. Aubrey McClendon believed in possibilities, and because of him, we dreamed bigger. His generosity and vision played a vital role in transforming Charger athletics, elevating our program to new heights and opening doors for future generations.
So Aubrey and I met each other in 7th grade. We were in 7th grade together at All Souls Church. Aubrey wasn't much of an athlete. He could hardly see. He wore these thick glasses that were photovoltaics, so they were always dark. So David McClendon was a very good player. Aubrey, not so much, although his junior and senior year, Aubrey's junior and senior year, 76, 75, 76, 77, Aubrey did play on the tennis team and fought it out for the 6-7 spot with Steve Forster and Jeff Oakley. Steve and Aubrey, I remember watching their challenge matches. They just had the best time being horrible tennis players. Aubrey was a great debater and probably president of the Latin Club. He was our valedictorian. He was our president of student council. There was no doubt in anybody's mind he was going to go on to be something famous. Little did we know he was going to end up being the greatest Charger of all time. So he certainly raised the bar when Heritage Hall needed somebody to lead with their chin and do what he did back in the 90s. I remember a guy telling me when Heritage Hall needed $5,000 back in the early 90s. Aubrey was there. Of course, it turned into millions. Honoring Aubrey for what he did for Heritage Hall, I'd have to say he is the greatest Charger of all time.
The McClendon Athletic Center stands today as a monument to his commitment, not just to facilities, but to opportunity, excellence, and growth. His legacy lives on every time an athlete walks into that building, striving to be better, to go further, and to represent something greater than themselves.
Aubrey McClendon. Aubrey, this school owe so much to Aubrey. Aubrey being a graduate of Heritage Hall, and he was, I heard, was quite the prankster in high school, and he still was a prankster later on in life. And he always liked to gig me every once in a while, and but he was very supportive of our athletic department in every way possible. I mean, you know, we're sitting in the McClendon Athletic Center, and he helped us with the stadium and just a million things around campus that we could go on and on. But Aubrey loved Heritage Hall. He was a Charger through and through, and I think that one time that I saw him nervous, and I never saw Aubrey nervous, as when he was going to be an honorary captain for us in football. And he, before the game, he comes to me, he goes, Rod, what do I call? Heads or tails? What do I call? I'm so nervous. I don't want to mess this toss up. And I said, Aubrey, we're good. And we, Guy Bramble had commemorated a bunch of coins, our Cassidy game with this, which he was an honorary captain. It had Cassidy logos on one side, Heritage Hall on the other side. I said, all you have to do is flip it. And he goes, yeah, but what do I call? And I said, okay, if it comes out Heritage Hall, we win the toss. If it comes out Cassidy, they win the toss. So I don't have to call anything. And I said, yeah. He goes, oh man, I can relax, you know. So, Aubrey loved Heritage Hall football, and at all of our state championship games, he's always bringing his posse and being part of all of our celebrations. But the one thing that I learned from Aubrey was to manage your time, budget your time, because I'm telling you, when you had a 10:30 appointment with Aubrey and you had 15 minutes, you better be ready, you better be on time, because he's going to walk in at 10:30, he's going to walk out at 10:45, whether you're done or not. So you give it your best, and he was so generous to Heritage Hall. And we appreciate everything that Aubrey McClendon did for this school.
Aubrey's belief in this community and in our mission helped shape the past, define the present, and inspire the future of Heritage Hall athletics.
Because he understood the constructive impact that athletics could have on a community, Aubrey partnered with his close friend Clay Bennett to bring the Seattle Supersonics to town in 2008, reincarnating them as the Oklahoma City Thunder. And at Heritage Hall, he had already donated substantial funds to underwrite the installation of baseball and softball lights and dugouts, as well as the construction of both Charger Stadium and the McClendon Athletic Center. The first game ever played in Charger Stadium was the 2005 Polo Bowl, for which Aubrey was named honorary captain of the Chargers, while Clay Bennett was his counterpart for the Cyclones. Watching Aubrey and Clay joke and laugh on the sidelines throughout the game was an uplifting reminder of Aubrey's playfulness and love of sports. It was a preview of their camaraderie at Thunder games, where they often sat side by side. When the 1998 Charger football team began its season 5-0, the entire city began to take notice, and Aubrey too was caught up in the excitement generated by Heritage Hall's improbable run to its first undefeated regular season. At the 2A state finals against an undefeated Tishomingo squad, Aubrey joyfully prowled the sidelines at OSU's Lewis Field, savoring the exciting come-from-behind 35-34 victory. When he passed away in March of 2016, he had attended all 6 of Heritage Hall's appearances in state championship football games. His partnership with Rod Warner laid the groundwork for the dozens of state championships that followed, thanks to his visionary and unrivaled support of the Heritage Hall athletic program.
Aubrey McClendon.
I want to thank you guys for doing those tributes. I told you they were going to be special tonight, and they are throughout the entire night. You guys obviously knew Aubrey better than I did. Some of you in this room knew Aubrey very closely. But all of us in this room knew Aubrey through his extraordinary generosity, his enthusiasm for his projects and his enthusiasm for this school. And we all knew him through his incredible kindness that he shared with us. Keep in mind, this is a guy that didn't sit around patting himself on the back, telling him what a great job he's done. He was not an idol. He was a mover and a doer and a shaker. I want to look around Oklahoma City just for a minute and point out some things that Aubrey had his hand in, so to speak. And I think we'll start with the incredible company he built from the ground up. Chesapeake Energy employed thousands and thousands of people, not just in Oklahoma City, not just in Oklahoma, but all over the country. Back in those days, if you were going to employ thousands and thousands of people, you had to provide them a place to work. People had to come to the office back then. And the campus he built at the corner of Northwest 63rd and Western is amazing. Not only was it a place to work, they had amenities for the employees. They had stuff that would help you be a better parent, a better mom or dad. I'm sure you had to work your butt off, but he took care of you. There's no way you can look around Oklahoma City. You could not count the number of charities and nonprofits that benefited from Aubrey K. McClendon's generosity. Everybody had their hand out. Everybody knew Aubrey, they thought, and he helped them. We are in Oklahoma City, home of the NBA champions currently. We love the Thunder. We love our team. We love the way they play. We love the way they talk to the press. We hire a JV NBA coach, and he's the greatest thing we've ever seen. Mark Daignault. Not everybody knows their general manager of an NBA team. Everybody knows Sam Presti and Clay Bennett and Mr. Everett Dobson. There is not a part of Oklahoma City Thunder basketball that we don't love. We cannot imagine not having the Thunder. Many of you all never miss a game. What would you do 41 nights of the year? We were so close to not getting the Thunder. You can read for yourself. Aubrey closed that deal. He was the difference maker. He's the straw that stirs the drink. They denied our first offer. He said they didn't take it? No. Well, then offer them this. And you gotta love, we didn't buy the Sonics to keep them in Seattle. Thank you, Aubrey. But we owe the Thunder. We owe Aubrey a big thank you for the Thunder. Another news flash. It's out there. People have heard it. Very few people believe it. But the 2028 Summer Olympic Games are coming to Oklahoma City. They are going to tell the athletes eventually. We've got softball. We get that. We're the softball mecca of America. The Women's College World Series just wrapped up. We support that, even if OU's not there, or OSU. They averaged almost 12,000 fans per game. The series that just wrapped up. We get that. Canoe, kayak, whitewater, what? We had North Canadian River running through Oklahoma City at times. Aubrey got excited about that. On the website, it says he was the biggest cheerleader for that program down there. We reinvented the river, right? We renamed it Oklahoma River. We put water in it. We got dams. We got locks. Everybody's got a rowboat down there. Every college in the area has a rowing team. Chesapeake put the first boathouse down there. Do you know it's called McClendon Whitewater Center? That's where we're having the 28 canoe kayak Olympic event. Are you aware? Ready for this one? 4 facilities like that in the world. 4 whitewater rafting facilities like we have right downtown in the world. I wasn't there and I haven't seen the minutes, but I doubt the 28 Olympics were on schedule when they put that in. Aubrey put that in. He's the one that said, yes, we're doing this. In the middle of the United States, we're putting in a whitewater rafting course. We're getting the Olympics because of that. All right, what the hell? What am I doing? Why am I talking about all that? Because with all that going on, I pretty much described a full life. I mean, I keep everybody busy. He found the time for us. I'm not here going to say he had the time. He found the time for us. He had the interest in us. And obviously, he had the resources and the connections for us. And that's why we're honoring Aubrey K. McClendon tonight. Because he found time for us. And it was personal. I worked here at the time. He helped make work easier for me and lots of people here. So it was personal. And that's why we're honoring him. It's only appropriate that we're gathered tonight inside the McClendon Athletic Center. The McClendon Athletic Center includes the Bogatitz Gym, the hallway, and the remodeling of the Mathis Gym next door. When the doors to this facility opened in 2004, it was an absolute game changer for our athletic department. Immediately, it gave us facilities that we so desperately needed and had no way of getting. Oh, but we did. Aubrey McClendon. Everybody needs an Aubrey. We had Aubrey. He helped us. It provided us things. It gave us a floor the size of an NBA floor. That's a true story. The 2 side courts here are regulation basketball courts. Cheer room stands alone. It's right there behind that screen. Mirrors on 2 walls, mats on the floor. Cheer room, weight room. When we moved the weight room into that room right there, it came from the wrestling hall. At the same time, the wrestling hall was the weight room, the wrestling room, the football locker room, and the football film room, all at the same time. It was a versatile building, but we needed something different. Training room, not the corner of a locker room anymore, standalone training room, film room, locker rooms, coaches' offices, goes on and on. It also provided us opportunities that we didn't know we were going to have. We knew it would draw some attention. We didn't know what kind of attention. We hosted our basketball teams in here, of course, for playoffs. We've hosted state cheer in here. We've hosted state volleyball in here. We've hosted regional wrestling in here. We hosted the small school area basketball tournament in here. Our teams were still playing. They were off playing, and half the staff went to support our teams, and half the staff stayed here to run the area tournament for the small school. It was like Hoosiers. They packed the house. I mean, they came from Thomas and every small school you can name out west. They all came to Oklahoma City, and they came to Heritage Hall, and they came in here. They thought they were playing in Madison Square Garden. They were so complimentary. They were so appreciative. They were so grateful. They were so shocked that we had white bleachers. Other thing we got to host in here that we had no idea, when the Big 12 tournaments would come to town, the men and women's teams would play downtown, they needed a place to practice. And Rod got us on the list for auxiliary practice sites. On this floor right here, we've hosted the Texas Longhorn women, the OSU women, the West Virginia men, the Nebraska men. I can name them the rest of them, but OU never practiced here. And they'd let the coaches come watch. And if we had a PE class across the hall, we could bring the PE class in here. And we could watch a Big 12 basketball practice during PE at Heritage Hall. It was really fun. We'd have the scoreboard on, the floor was swept, the chairs were... That might be a problem for the next person that speaks up here, I don't know. It just fell in my hand. What happened? Just think for a second. All the people, and I'm not going to put a number on it, but all the people that have come on this campus to attend events either in this building or through this building. Because that's how you get to the soccer matches or to the football games. You walk through the McClendon Athletic Center. Just think about that for a second. It's kind of the showpiece of the campus. I'm focusing on the MAC. I understand he did the middle school too. Wow. Won't name it after himself though. Class of 77. He did the baseball field when I was the baseball coach. He did the softball field. He did charge. He did the football state. But I'm focusing on the MAC. I really am. I realize that. We are personally and collectively grateful for the philanthropy that provided all of this for us. We are humbled to be associated with a family that still impacts this school and this city and this state and far beyond. We will all agree that we lost Aubrey far, far too soon. But his spirit, his impact, and his imprint is felt every day on the fields, on the courts, in the hallways that bear the marks of his kindness. It is my esteemed honor to announce that the greatest Charger, Aubrey K. McClendon, is the first inductee into the Charger Athletics Hall of Fame. Join me in welcoming
the Hall of Fame Award in honor of Aubrey K. McClendon, class of 1977, presented by
much,
Robert
Rob.
Braver,
Thank you.
class
I'm
of
honored to do it.
1977.
Will McClendon speaking on behalf of the family. Thank you, Will. I'll step aside.
Thank you. I first just wanted to say thank you to Coach Allen. Those are incredibly kind words, and my family and I really appreciate. It's an honor to be here today to see my father inducted into the inaugural Chargers Athletics Hall of Fame. While he was never a superstar athlete or a winning coach like a lot of the other deserving inductees tonight, my dad always stressed the importance of participating in sports, even if you rode on the bench, like I certainly did during my time at Heritage. Joining a team taught you what he thought mattered most, which is how to work well with others and be a part of something that is bigger than yourself. And now with relentless hard work and dedication, success will eventually follow. My dad absolutely loved Heritage Hall and would be incredibly proud to see the continued excellence of Charger athletics over the past decade. Cheers to many more decades of unrivaled success to come. Thank you.